Okay, so I finished watching a video by blacksandcommercials. It was called Hip Hop is Dead, and this is what I think killed it, and I loved it. I agreed with pretty much everything. The thing that rang true to me the most was the dance movies, because I am from the generation of dance movies. You Got Served came out, by far the best dance movie for hip hop dancing. Acting, terrible, but hip hop dancing, it was good. Then the Step Up series came. First one, okay. I mean, they integrated two different styles of dancing, so it's like it was good. I liked that. I it was unique in that sense. But the thing is, why did the protagonist have to be white? I mean, I don't get me wrong. Channing Tatum is good looking. I can see why. Maybe it was for marketing or something, but it's just like a lot of the themes I think would have had a bigger impact if you put. Well, maybe not because maybe people just don't care about black people in poverty. But to me, it seems more sincere if you put a black person there because this actually dealt with issues that black people have to go through. It's a bigger issue in the black community than in the white community. And it's just the way that the black characters and the white characters were contrasted. You kind of felt sorry for Channing Tatum, like he was so noble and he was misunderstood, whereas the black people, it's just like, okay, they're getting into trouble. You feel sorry for the little kid when he dies, but it's just like, I also didn't find it fair that, okay, Channing Tatum talks them into committing a crime, and then, I mean, in the end, he gets rewarded. He gets rewarded because he gets a dance scholarship. While these little kids are suffering out there, and this 13-year-old boy, I mean, he commits a crime and he dies. And he dies. I mean, that that just broke my heart. And it didn't make sense to me why I'm a Shine was playing when the boy like leading up to his death. To me that's the wrong song choice. But anyways, Step Up 2 didn't like it, can barely remember it. Step Up 3 3D, it was so bad that I can't help to remember it. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it was 3D, I don't think people would have watched it. And because it had Twitch, I mean, Twitch is an amazing dancer. I feel you could have utilized him more. You could have utilized him more. But instead, no. It's like let's do this like cheap trick dancing. Let's play up on the fact that it's 3D. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that they put people who have been trained to dance, like they taught somebody how to dance to be in this movie, whereas people who actually like live, breathe, sleep hip hop, like why couldn't they put somebody like that in there? I mean, when you're making a movie, don't you want the best of the best? Like where You Got Served and Step Up series differ is they you took people who hip hop was their life. It was organic. It was gritty. It was raw. And then you took others who are like Britney Spears hip hop. Like let's flail our hair and do the hand gestures, and that is your hip hop. And every now and then we like pop our booties, and then that's hip hop. But that's the thing. It's almost like they made it tacky because after the end of it, I couldn't see another dance movie. And then they made a movie called Dance Movie, and that was terrible too. Like, I mean, I like Save the Last Dance because again, it was unique because it was like integrating the styles, and again, you kind of had the same like sob story where it's like, oh, poor white person, but it's to me, I liked it. I liked it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about what they're doing about hip hop. Because to me, they're just watering it down to the point where it becomes tacky. Okay? I mean, if you're going to do a hip hop movie, hold true to the art form. hold true to the art form. I'm not saying you need to fill a cast with black people, but at least hire people who are good dancers. I mean, if you want to make a movie where the white person is the protagonist, you know what? Make a documentary about Alison Stoner, because that girl can dance. That girl can dance. If she couldn't dance, Missy Elliott wouldn't have put her in her videos. But no, let's put Alison Stoner as a sideline character. Let's put her as a sideline character and take somebody who's prettier and put her in the forefront. Okay? There's so many different kinds of discrimination in Hollywood. It's not even fair. I mean, being white isn't just everything, because Alison Stoner is white, but I guess she's not as pretty as the other girls, so she can't be the lead. I don't know. To me, it was just ridiculous. And the only part where I disagreed with Blacks and Commercials was with Adele. Okay, I think the reason, like you said, why I'm attracted to her voice is because she sounds like a black person. But her songs, you can tell she's not trying to be black. I mean, her songs are her life. And her flow, it's not like a black person's. Because I'm listening to that song, Someone Like You, and I'm like, at first I hated it because I'm like, this doesn't sound like a traditional song. To me, there's no chorus. But, I mean, it grew on me. But I can't hold anything against her because that is her voice. To me, she's being true to herself. And that's where I can respect her. The thing I don't like is when they take people like Pink, who do not want to be branded as urban, and then try to make them black. Remember when Pink first came out? I mean, I loved her music back then, but more so than I do now. But, I mean, she wasn't happy as an artist with Most Girls and I don't know. And same with Christina Aguilera. They tried to do that with her. I think there was that's why there was a big switch from that Genie in the Bottle album to Stripped. But at the end of the day, if they're not happy, they're not going to stick with it. The only reason why I think Eminem sticks with it is because his main demographic is black. Well, I don't know. Me personally, I don't like Eminem. I have a lot of issues with him. Especially, you can't diss a whole race and let those songs stay out there, whatever, and then apologize when you get caught. With one song, mind you. And then the apology is like halfway through. And I'm like, seriously? I'm supposed to be like, okay, that's okay, Eminem. That's okay because you insulted me even before I was born. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get that. But to me, I call Eminem the Taylor Swift of rap. And here's why. All his songs are the damn same. Let's talk about my mom. Let's talk about Kim. Let's talk about some beef I had with somebody else. Or let's just stir up trouble. Let's go make fun of how fat Jessica Simpson is. Or how much of a hoe Christina Aguilera is. It's the same shit. That's why his, the second to last album flopped. Because it was the same shit that everybody was tired of hearing about. Okay. But we should have been complaining a lot earlier. We really should have. Because hip-hop is a rock bottom now. To the point where it can't be salvaged. So we better start making something new and working harder to replace it. Because as soon as you have people like V Nasty and the White Girl Mob saying they're hip-hop, then you have an issue. You just need to drop that. It's done. It's done. It can't be salvaged. As soon as you... And that's the thing. Have you heard this girl talk too, mind you? Oh, I'm not trying to be black. I'm not trying to be black. Is Obama trying to be white? And with the whole crunk cup and the, like, just throwing around the word nigger. Like, okay, okay. So, nigger, that's what black people say. And you're just taking hip hop, something from black culture, and you're just gonna shit all over it. And then, so if you're not trying to be black, then this must be some kind of political satire, and you're trying to make some bigger statement, be nasty. So what is it? What is it? Can you enlighten us on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish? I mean, because I don't think it's much deeper than, let's take the word nigger and reclaim it for ourselves. Because that's what they do with everything. With everything. It's just like, we need to join the party, even though we weren't invited. Like, let's come and crash the party. Like, just, if you want to be a marketing person, all you need to do is take some black celebrity, make them wear whatever, and they will follow. Skinny jeans, they will follow. Ray-Bans, they will follow. Snapbacks, they will follow. Heck, even dress up like Urkel, and they will follow. I don't know why. I don't know why. And it's been happening for as long as we've been here. I mean, like you said with Elvis. Like you said with Elvis. Like you said with disco. And now when I see retro videos, how come I see white people with afros? And like they were a big part of this movement too. And you even see more white people than black people. There's this one guy who made this song, this Canadian guy, Carl Wolf. I have big issues with him. And it's called, what is this song called? It was like about, I miss the 80s or something like that. Something like that. You've got to see it. I was just like, really? And then he made a song called Africa. Not a single black person in that video, except the one that's serving drinks. What is that supposed to say? How do you make a song about Africa, but you're out in the middle of South America with some plastic Latin woman? What's that supposed to say? I mean, at least, what was that guy called? I think it was Toto or something like that. At least he stuck a black woman in there. And he had a globe. So at least he had that. And like, at least you can hear like African undertones. But what? I'm gonna put his videos in the description, and you can get just as angry as I did. But don't get me wrong, I don't hate white people. I don't even think what I said was that offensive. Because, I mean, if I'm gonna make an argument, then I should at least support it with evidence. So if somebody has a problem, I will go and I will get you evidence. But yeah.